very good morning to you. If you've just joined us, you're watching Morning Live. I'm Peter Ndoro. Palace is out on an adventure. We'll catch up with her a little bit later on. And Leanne is on leave. Now, as the ANC prepares to stage its crucial policy conference, leaders are still grappling with how to win back loyalty and support from the black middle class. In a discussion document ahead of its policy conference, the ANC questioned how it can remain relevant to an educated middle class in the country. The ANC is still reeling from major municipal losses, which saw the ruling party lose control of the industrial hubs of Johannesburg, Pretoria, Tshwane and Port Elizabeth in Eastern Cape. Our senior political correspondent, Tshepo Ikaneng, filed this report.
According to data published in 2016, the black middle class is estimated at just over 5 million. Over the past few years, the ANC's influence and appeal to young intellectuals and the black middle class has dwindled considerably.
That is why the ANC historically has been led by the black middle class. Because these are people who could stand up whenever there was something wrong, who understood the laws, who understood. So they've always been the spokespersons and leaders of black society. So historically and in reality, the middle class play a fundamentally prominent and central role in politics and in determining the debate of the time and swaying public opinion. So it makes sense for the ANC to try to bring the middle class back into its ranks.
It's reported that the ethos saga, corruption, lack of service delivery, rising unemployment and poor leadership caused the party in last year's municipal elections. There are growing concerns that the black middle class might once again reject the ANC during the upcoming 2019 general polls. That's why the ANC's top leadership has embarked on a mission to engage with urban voters with the hope of restoring the broken trust, a mission some may argue might be difficult to undertake.
So the middle class is bitter. Or if you want to use a much stronger term, they are pissed off, right? Because of this financial contribution that they are making to the well-being of the republic. And they are not being validated by the ruling party. So there's anger there, there's simmering anger there. That aside, you have then misconduct, unethical conduct by the leadership. And the party, the ANC, as an institution, has no way of reining in its own wayward leadership. So you're in a situation where it's like there's no center. People do as they please. Money is being wasted.
For his part, President Zuma has been fiercely criticized for labeling urban black intellectuals clever blacks. This after criticism of his scandal-prone leadership and the collapse of the country's economy, which has now been relegated to a junk status. The collapse of governance systems and rampant corruption at state-owned enterprises has been attributed to the interference of the ruling elite in the running of those entities.
There is a lot of black professionals that have left private sector and has gone to public sector to actually try and ensure that those organizations are sustainable and those organizations operate efficiently and effectively. But they've not been allowed to do what they're supposed to do precisely because of the ANC continuing to meddle in the affairs of state-owned companies. So I think as soon as the ANC understands that they need to continue doing politics, which is what they do best, and leave professionals to do business, then we will start actually seeing progress in as far as that is concerned.
The party's Secretary General Gwede Mantashe says it's critical that the party engages its core urban constituency to boost its voter support base.
Talk to them in a house meeting. They are not going to come to a rally. They are not going to come to a general meeting. But if you go to a house meeting, you have 30 of them, 40 of them, I come and talk to them. That is the middle class, and it requires a different approach in acting with them. But talking to the intellectuals, it works better in closed environment where you answer the questions in details, you engage, they come back, you respond to the questions.
Although the ANC is poised to retain massive support in rural areas come 2019 general elections, it's predicted that parties like the Economic Freedom Fighters and the Opposition Democratic Alliance will make significant gains in winning the hearts and minds of the youth and educated middle class. Tshepo, Ikaneng, SABC News, Johannesburg.
It's just gone 6:30, which means it's time to catch you up with the day's headlines. The Special Investigating Units